Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lit Up Lightworker podcast, empowering you with simple, practical, step-by-step spiritual tools and practices to follow your purpose and light up the world. You can access all episodes of the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and TuneIn, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos and interviews all about finding and following your life purpose. My name's George Lizos. I'm a spiritual teacher, psychic healer, the #1 best-selling author of Be the Guru, Lightworkers Gotta Work, and Protect Your Light. And today I have with me Amberly Lyons. Amberly Lyons is the founder of Chakra Girl Co. and the Rituals by Chakra Girl App, your daily dose of spiritual rituals for the modern woman. The Rituals app is a video library of on-demand rituals, bridging you to higher consciousness, one activated chakra at a time, and drawing parallels between spirituality, luxury, abundance, soul purpose, and multidimensionality in a digestible way. Amberly is the host of the podcast Chakra Girl Radio, where she interviews top experts and spiritual celebrities alike to share the insights, rituals, and energy hacks that have led to their ascension. Her audience walks away from each episode with tangible practices to implement into their own daily routines. Amber, welcome to the Lit Up Lightworker podcast again for the second time.
Yay, so happy to be here. I'm like, that was a mouthful, but it makes that's a mouthful. I'm a handful. Like there's a lot going on. So
Exactly. And actually the first episode we did was all about money and the energy of money and owning yourself as running like a spiritual business and like coming into your sense of entrepreneurship. And here you are now with a new business, a new app, and we're going to talk all about that today and the importance of rituals in our lives and how your new app, the Rituals app, can help us to experience a deeper level of ascension. But before we get there and talk about the app, I want to hear a little bit about your own journey with rituals. Why rituals?
So it's really funny because my business has done like a complete full circle moment. When I first started my business, the mission was always to share rituals with the world and to teach people how to be their own energy healers. And I actually started with like a gemstone and crystal jewelry, and each piece of jewelry came with a meditation or a different ritual or like an energy healing that they could do. And those were always like, people cared more about those than the jewelry. And then, I kind of, kept going with that, but there was more like a business component. I got more into like spiritual mentoring and coaching and business coaching and all those things. But the foundation of all of it was always rituals. And I've always said that you should always teach the world the thing that changed your life the most. And for a long time, what changed my life the most, at first it was the rituals. And then I was like, the business changed my life the most. And, this changed once I started my business. But when I really strip away, the more like material side of it, and I look at the true foundation of all the things that I've accomplished, it has been the rituals. It has been the connection to my higher self. And every time I have a new awakening or I reach a new level, it's because I've done that kind of, I don't even want to say next level, but that next like layer is probably a better word, like the next layer of stripping away that I've done through different rituals and different modalities. And I just want to be able to share those with the world in a way that's fun and digestible and not daunting. I feel like it's really hard to like know what to do, like what kind of ritual to do every day, and B, to find it or like learn it, and then C, to even just like do it without getting distracted or like even to feel like connected to it. So I just wanted to create something that like took away all the guesswork and to share that with the world.
Because there are so many different rituals. I mean, you can go from the most basic rituals to the most complicated rituals. They have a history of like thousands of years. My own spiritual tradition, like I follow the tradition of the ancient Greeks. They started like teaching rituals. I do them in my daily routine as well. So it can be daunting. So it's wonderful to have an app and you breaking things down in a step-by-step way, and also with your fabulous energy to bring those rituals into the modern age. So let's talk a little bit about rituals in general. What are rituals? How would you define a ritual, and why is it important that we ritual?
I would define a ritual as anything that gets you closer to your higher self, anything that gets you closer to your connection with source. And that's like really where our innate magic lies. It's really like a remembering of who we truly are and our infinite power. And it's so easy to get caught up in the day to day and to get into this kind of like autopilot mode. But when we slow down and we have these rituals, it's almost like a practice of consistency. It's like if you can get consistent with your rituals and your energy work, you're like exercising your muscles of consistency so you can be more consistent as you're going after your life purpose, whether you want to write that book or whether you want to, do your own healing work, or even if you want to like inspire other people in the world. Like if you're not set up in like this energetic consistency and this energetic self-compassion and this energetic capacity to give and receive more that you get through doing these rituals, then it's going to lie flat and it's going to take longer. There's going to be more resistance. So like the rituals are really setting you up to create anything that you want to create, to be whoever you want to be.
I love that. And I realize how important ritual is to me. I've been away for the whole of May in Spain, and I didn't do my spiritual practice like in the way that I do it when I'm here because I was traveling. And today was the first day that I fully returned back to my rituals. I did my new moon ritual. I did my libations. I like gave offerings to the gods. I went through it all. Like it took me an entire hour, and I felt so good afterwards. It filled me up in a way that other parts of my business don't fill me up. It's wonderful how universal this sense of connection with the divine and with our own inner being is and can be expressed through rituals. So tell us a little bit about the app and what kind of rituals people can expect to do while they are browsing it.
Yeah. So what I love about the app is that it has that personable element to it. Like if you're downloading like, what are the ones people use? Like I don't even know the names of them. I don't have them. I'm not going to plug them either. I'm just kidding. But like when you download like the ones that like everyone has, like Mind Body is one of them. Or is that one? I don't know. Anyways, I just feel like there's no like personal connection. It's like, I don't know who's reading this meditation. I don't know what they're all about. Like, I don't feel like they understand me. Like, I want to feel understood. I want to feel connected to the person. But at the same time, I also want to feel like they're not the one healing me. They're teaching me how to do it myself. So I feel like that's where we're really unique, is I'm not claiming to be your guru. I'm teaching you how to be your own guru, but I'm also giving, my personal touch to it in a way that I think I'm really relatable. And I like to, have that really like approachable energy. So there's really that personality and the extra layer of like, I'm being held and supported while also being lifted up and elevated to, really be empowered to do this energy healing on my own. So the rituals that I chose, and I mean, we're uploading new rituals every week. Like I've got like a list of so many rituals that are going to be coming. And there's everything, like George said, from those beginner rituals where you can search, like, I know I want to work on this specific chakra, so you can search by chakra. I know that I want to do a sound healing, so you can search a sound healing. So, and then we also have a way to search even just by how much time you have. So if you're like, it's the middle of the day and you're like, oh, I have like 5 minutes, I need to regroup here, you can go to our shorter rituals and just do something from there. And then we also have advanced rituals. So we have things like time travel. We have things like connecting to different goddesses. We have rituals where you're upgrading your DNA, working with light codes. So there's literally something for everyone. And what's beautiful about it is that there's such like easy searchability, but you're using your intuition as well. So it's like, we've created this searchability in a really user-friendly way, but you're really using your intuition to choose what's jumping out at you. And then if you really like don't want to do the guesswork and you're like, I just want someone to tell me what to do, we have suggested rituals of the day. So we map out like a full theme of the week. So for example, the theme for this week is creating your own reality. And then we've chosen 7 rituals, one for each day. And you just can go through that sequence every day to remove the guesswork. So it's really, really functional. And you're going to get what you need out of it. And we, so many people have been messaging us and just telling us about the amazing results that they have. And it's kind of like interactive because you can leave comments, and we're going to be opening like a forum on there as well, where people can connect and have a bit of a community. But yeah, it's like, it really is different than anything that's out there. And I just love it. I know that it was like my soul mission to create this, and it feels like I am creating. I was talking about on Instagram yesterday, like the difference between making and creating really is like this dance with God and this co-creation process. And that's what this has felt like. And, I know it's meant for me. And if it sounds exciting to you, then I know it's meant for you. And, you're going to not just walk away from this app feeling, healed and rejuvenated, but also empowered to heal yourself, which is so powerful.
Amazing. And I love that there are videos there, because there is this visual element, which I think is very important in this time and age, and for the kind of audience that you're attracting in your business, because there are so many meditation apps out there where the market is so saturated, but ritual apps, not so much. And I love the clean element of the design. I'm just going through the app right now, and I'm seeing there is newest rituals, this week's ritual lineup. We have browse by ritual type, by chakra, by manifestation, by mood, advanced rituals, browse by duration. So there are 3 to 10 minutes, then you have 15 minutes, and you have longer rituals as well. So there's literally a mixed bag for everyone. There's something for everyone down there. So out of all these rituals, I'm just curious, which one is your favorite, your personal favorite, the one you enjoy doing, or the one you enjoyed making?
I would say the most important ritual in my life has always been my sacral chakra clearing ritual. I'm actually wearing the same shirt today that I wore in that video, which is ironic. But it's always been my go-to because creating is so important to me. So there's a ritual that has like a very beautiful visualization with it, where we clear your sacral chakra and release any guilt, shame, anything that's any like worthiness issues that are blocking your sacral chakra to unlock your divine feminine. So that one's probably one of my favorite. And then the like number 1 to 5, like most popular rituals on the app are like the short, like 5-minute invocations. So you're basically it's like mantra, like longer mantras, like invocations, kind of prayers that you're just repeating after me. And they have so much power behind these words. People just do them every single morning. And they're good little add-ons. So you can kind of like do that first thing when you wake up before you get out of bed. And then you can go do a longer one once you're at your altar. So yeah, I like to like kind of mix it up like that.
I love that. And I was wondering when you were creating the app, what was your intention behind how you wanted people to use it? Is it an app that you go to when you're feeling something and then you want to feel something else? Is it an app that you use on a daily basis? Is it an app that you use many times throughout the day? What is the ideal vision for how to use this app to get the maximum benefit out of it?
Yeah, I love that question. And I made that app to be that go-to, not only for a not only for like a reactive ritual where you're like, I'm feeling bad, I need to do something, like that's reactive. Of course, we're there for that. And that's why we have the searchability in that way, but also like proactive consistency. So every single morning you're waking up and you're doing, a specific ritual, or you're doing whichever one you feel called to that morning. And then maybe you come back in the middle of the day if you feel you need something, and then you close the day with one of our evening rituals. So like you can keep coming back to it, and you can create those consistencies, but then you can also come to it when you are like, okay, I'm feeling a little off, I need something. Or if you're like, I need a little, I'm excited about something, I'm excited about manifesting this specific thing, I want to go to the app and maybe there's something that can help me manifest it. So you just keep coming back to it, but then you're also creating that consistency.
I love that. And speaking of consistency, this is something that many people struggle with because there are so many apps, there's so much noise around. So we download them, we have them there, and then we don't use them. So what are some tips that you have for being consistent and keeping consistent with not just the rituals app, but our spiritual practice in general?
That's a good question, because I feel like I even get in that place too, where it's like all of a sudden I'm realizing my rituals are on autopilot and I'm like going through the motions of my rituals, but I'm not actually like soaking it in. I think the most important part to stay consistent and to stay engaged and to stay present in your rituals is keeping them dynamic and continuing to switch them up. It doesn't have to be the same every single day. It doesn't have to be, after like maybe you're really loving doing the same thing every day for like a month, and then all of a sudden it's like not feeling right, then it's time to adjust and shift. So I think I always say variety is the spice of life. And I think that's the key to keeping it consistent. So the fact we've always got like new stuff coming, that will keep you excited. One of my mantras has always been follow the excitement, follow the excitement, follow the excitement. So if you can be excited and intrigued and curious, like that's what's going to keep you consistent, rather than seeing it as like something you have to do. Look at it as like, okay, what can I learn today? How deep can I go today? What's a new edge that I can push today?
Definitely, and having the options there definitely helps, because it's
Yes.
like it's like going for shopping. I'm like, ooh, what am I gonna get today? Like, oh, let's go with this one. Let's try this
Yes.
one. It's just there. I love the game element to it. It
Yes.
gamifies the spirituality
Totally.
process. And
Yes.
because we're addicted to games anyway, it's a quick way to trick ourselves into doing something that's good for us.
Totally. And I almost say like life is a game. Like I've really been looking at like the ascension process as like this big game, like this big video game. And it's like every time you do a ritual, it's like you're getting a new coin. You know what I mean? Like in like a video game, a new like one of those like golden Mario coins, you get a new one. You're like building and building and building more of this spiritual wealth. And yeah, it's like you should be having fun with it.
I love that. Now, something that I have been trying to do in my daily life, like as a personal goal, and something that you may resonate with as well, is the idea of living every moment as if it's a ritual, in the sense that we're ritualizing
Yeah.
like daily aspects of our lives, so that we will live like tuned into our purpose and to who we really are on a daily basis. Is
Yeah.
this something that you're also passionate about? And if it is, how can this app help us with it?
Yeah, I love that, because it's so important to make everything a ritual, because that anchors us in. Of course, we want that room for fluidity, we want that room to flow. But there really is something to be said. Like there's literally like one of the universal laws is the law of structure. So having like it's kind of like building our own matrix within our day-to-day life so that things can build upon each other. And so yeah, like every single day it's like, yeah, I have my rituals at my altar, but there's also my husband and I have coffee together every morning. And while I do my little like face ice roller, I walk in nature every morning with my dog. I come home, I drink my electrolytes, I do my workout. Like, all of those things are ritualized. And when I do them, I feel anchored. And then there's certain podcasts that I listen to while I'm doing my makeup. There's, I have my bath and I have certain things that I put in my bath, and like everything is this like anchored, beautiful moment where it's like, I know that I'm being taken care of because I'm adhering to this structure that I've created for my life, while also being present in it and allowing it to flow and allowing it to shift when needed. But that's so true. Like we definitely need to make everything a ritual.
Yeah, I think when we like bring intention into everything we do,
Yes,
we turn our routines into rituals, and therefore it
exactly,
amplifies the whole essence of what they are.
exactly,
And then we
exactly. It's
have
like
those deeper rituals that we can do in the app, for example, that to help us go like take things a step further in a more intentful way.
exactly. And it's like anyone could go for a walk and like be on their phone the whole time and like be thinking of their to-do list. But if you go for a walk and you leave your phone at home and you're looking at nature and you're smelling the smells and you're smiling at your dog and you're there and you're present, that is a ritual. So again, it's like adding that, like you said, intentionality into everything we do to make it a ritual.
Okay, so I want to do something different right now. I have the four topics that like most people in my audience like care about, and I want to just mention them, and you tell us off the top of your head a ritual that comes to mind. It could be something as simple like an intention that you make, or something that is in the app as well, that can help us create some instant shifts, so everyone listening right now can get like a quick like takeaway from it.
Okay,
so
like
manifesting something fast.
Oh, I would say invocation for sure. Like that's like that instant declaration, like this is happening.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Finding our life purpose.
Root chakra. Definitely start with some root chakra activation.
Love it. Third one, clearing our energy.
Ooh, invocation again. Like that we have an invocation that is called I am untouchable. And it is like basically telling any darkness where they can go. But
yes.
With power. It's like, you cannot touch me. I am too light.
You know what? That is powerful, because as you know, I'm passionate about energy protection. My new book is about that. And like a couple of months ago, I was attacked by a very low level spirit that I would call a demon. Yeah. And one of the ways that I used to like cast it away was this sense of invocation, where you're saying, you know what, get off of my energy. Like you have to be assertive with it.
Exactly. And you've kind of inspired my love for energy clearing, because I remember in one of our readings, you said you're really good at the protection part, but it's like, you're not clearing enough before you do the protection. And so I've really taken the clearing to a next level. And yeah, there's a little bit of sass in it sometimes.
I love that. Okay. Fourth and final topic, attracting love.
Ooh, I mean, I'm going to say heart chakra, of course. But within that, it's all like, there's also shadow work element. So we have like a full section of shadow work. So you need to do the shadow work. You can't just kind of like float by being with a rose quartz and like a heart chakra sound healing without doing that shadow work before you attract the right person.
So important. Now, I'm curious, are the rituals solely meditation based, or is there a practical element to them as well, where you bring in props?
Yeah, so there are props. There will definitely be more with props, but right now we have like a pendulum ritual. We have a certain crystal rituals. We have a bath ritual, but there'll definitely be more. We're even going to add like skincare rituals and stuff like that. And we're going to have like a video on setting up your altar. So there will definitely be more, and even like different like tinctures and smoothies and, you know, things that will elevate us. So we'll definitely be adding more in, but right now we definitely have a few with props. And then I would say like, I feel like there's a difference between like a meditation, invocation, activation. So like I kind of separate them in that way. And I'll kind of say in the title, like, is this an activation? Is this a clearing? Is this a meditation? And then some of them are almost like more like a hypnosis. Yes. So yeah, there's a variety, and some of them, sometimes I don't specify. I might just dive in and make it what you want of it. But even though they are, it's like, it looks like a meditation, sounds like a meditation, many of them are doing different things.
I love that. And I would love a skincare ritual from you, and also makeup ritual from you. I've recently discovered makeup. I don't know if you can tell.
You look amazing. Like, I can't even tell you're wearing makeup, which is the sign that you're doing it right. But
I think contouring.
I was going to ask you, what are you using on your skin? Because it looks so good.
I just got really passionate about like makeup and skincare, and I'm trying to go all vegan and all like natural. My makeup is not 100% natural yet because I'm still learning about it. But I've learned to do contouring and like highlight and blushing.
Yes, contouring here and here.
There, you can see it. Yeah.
Chiseled.
You know what? I would love to like get because I know you love makeup and skincare, and you also love spirituality, and there are not so many people who teach about like the intersect of both, and that's something I always loved about you.
Well, and it is one and the same. Like, caring for your physical body and projecting your your inner radiance on the outside is a goddess practice. Like, look at all of the ancient goddesses. They were beautiful, they were adorned, they were wearing their makeup. Like, it is a spiritual practice. And when I do my makeup, I'm always listening to either spiritual music or spiritual podcasts, and I make that a ritual too.
Never thought about it that way.
Yes,
And
yeah.
I love Aphrodite, and I know all about the history, but I never put one and two together to realize, yes, they were like adorned with perfumes and everything and jewelry, like so beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and I'll say just some hot tips. Easy peasy for skincare. Agent Nature is like so good for, it's like all natural, like skincare line. They have like bath stuff. You can use my code Agent Amber, but it is like literally the best stuff. Like, it's the best top of the line, cleanest products you can get out there.
Can you mention again the brand and also their website?
Yeah. It's called Agent Nature. So it's Agent, like AGENTNATEUR.com. And use coupon code Agent Amber. And I use their entire line, everything on their website. I have their hair products, I have their skincare products, I have their bath products, I have their body oil. Like, everything is like top of the freaking line. It is so good.
Check that out. Thank you so much for mentioning that.
For makeup brands, I like Ilia, Merit. What are the other ones? See, I don't know how clean they are. That's the thing. It's like Sephora says it's clean, but I don't know. But Ilia, I would say I've been using the most.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I will check those out because I'm just introducing myself into the makeup world, and I want to go like as clean as possible.
So fun. It's so fun.
So fun indeed. I'm so excited for what's to come in the Rituals app, and I'm so excited for everyone to check it out as well. I know you have a coupon code with us to get 14-day free trial with the app with the coupon code George, all caps. So
yes, they actually get a free month.
Oh, perfect. Let's do that. A free month with the coupon code George, all caps. So everyone go ahead and check it out on the Apple Store. Where can people get it? It's on the Apple Store for sure.
So what I would do, so in order to use the coupon code, it's kind of annoying, but you can't use a coupon code on when you download the mobile app. But if you go to chakragirlco.com, you can subscribe and use the coupon code George and get a free month. And then when you go, or if you want as well, I'll make a coupon code, which is also George. If you want to do the annual membership, you already get 2 free months when you do the annual membership, but I'll give you another 15% off of that with coupon code George. So at chakragirlco.com, you can use that coupon code and you'll create your login, and then you can go to the App Store or Google Play, download the app, and then log in with the credentials that you created.
Amazing. Thank you so much for these coupon codes. Everyone will love them, I know for sure. And I'm so excited for everyone to experience the magic that you are. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast, Amber. Can you please let everyone know where they can get in touch with you as well to learn all about your magic?
Yes. So, Instagram is really the best place, and it's at Chakra Girl Co. And we have a second Instagram, which is was kind of a silly idea because who has time for 2 Instagrams, but it's at Rituals by Chakra Girl. And then the podcast is Chakra Girl Radio, and that's in all the places that podcasts are. And then website chakragirlco.com.
Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. All the links will be available for everyone in the show notes below, and wishing you a lovely rest of your day.